Vida Unfiltered. And today is story time. And so I've got a little story for you during the times of COVID. One would have thought that the COVID times would have been worse, but bro, looking at this 2025, dare I say it, can we go back down to the days of lockdown? It was a little bit easier. Anyways, so here in Kenya, we had curfews, right? And then the curfews all changed. I think at one point the curfew was at 9, another time it was at 5, then it was like at 6. But the whole point is all of us had a curfew and all of us were locked into the city. But, you know, Kenyans, we still gonna be outside, right? What time is lockdown? 6 o'clock? So I'm gonna be out till like 5:55, right? Anyway, so one of the homeboys was having a birthday party. And he was like, let's all meet at Alchemist. And Alchemist here in Kenya, in Nairobi, it's like a little poppin' situation in a club. It's fun. So one of the homeboys was like, I'm gonna have my birthday party there and we're all gonna be there together. But it's still like during the times of COVID. So one of his homeboys had come in from Namibia. We get to Alchemist, drinking, having a good time. Oh, it's daytime. You gotta move up the good times. Now, I had already been kind of caught up in one or two of these little COVID being out after curfew hours. And like I've said, and I consistently say, what I don't want is no problems, okay? I got enough problems of my own. I don't want no problems. We're at the club. Now, him and his friends are chilling, like there is no kind of curfew. You know, I'm starting to get a little nervous. Now I'm looking at the watch, I said, oh God. So, you know, I got a drink. I'm trying to front like I'm good, but like I'm getting a little anxious on the inside. You get what I mean? The Namibian homeboy orders a whole bottle of wine. It is now like 30 to 40 minutes before curfew is wrapping up. And he's like, get another bottle of wine. And I was like, I'm looking at my friend. I was like, is he like nuts? I said, well, why is you not doing it? But you know, he all caught up because it's his birthday. So he's like, whatever, Rita, it's fine. I was like, well, look, every man for himself. So I pull up my phone and, you know, secretly I'm like, Uber, you better come get me. Because the other thing is, once this curfew time started hitting, you couldn't get a car. So I'm sitting here, let me just go ahead and get myself situated because I don't want no problems, right? So I was like, okay, y'all, like, hey, thank you so much. You know, you saying bye to everybody. They're still drinking. They're still turned, okay? I was like, you know what? Let me just go run into the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna get into the car, right? So I go into the bathroom. I'm popping my squat, and now my phone's just blowing up. I was like, ignore. Calls again. I was like, ignore. Calls again. I was like, what? So it's my Uber driver. And he was like, madam, where are you? And I was like, Banami, I'm coming.
Chill. Yeah.
He was like, okay, fine, right? So he clicks off the phone, whatever. Finish with my business up. I come out the bathroom, swarming with police. There must have been like every little entrance that came in, two. And again, like I said, out here, they always walking around with big ass rifles. I don't care who you are. You see a grown man wearing fatigues walking in with a rifle. You know what you gonna do? You gonna stop. All the homies and all of them are over there. Now they've kind of shut up. They're partying. I'm trying to call the homie like, bro, he's not picking up. I was like, all right, whatever. Cops. So these cops don't see me tucked up over here inside the little area for the bathroom, right? So I see them walking. They passed me. When I tell you, I literally scurried like a roach across the wall. I came out and I was like, oh shit, let me just get out of here. Guys were at the gate. He sees me. He's like, hurry up. He like literally cracks the door. He was like, get out. I'm all like, oh shit. I get outside, bro, there's paddy wagons all lined up on the street. My Uber driver is like, madam, that's why I was calling you. When I came up, I saw them coming inside. I was like, you the homie. Next time when somebody calls you that many times, just pick up the goddamn phone, okay? Again, it might be one of your guardian angels. So anyways, I like get into the cab, I'm riding, and I'm calling these guys. I was like, get out. See if you can make it, right? Like scurry like a roach along the wall and try to get out. They don't pick up the phone. So I was like, well, ain't nothing I can do about it, right? So I get home. 2 hours later, they call and they sit here and they tell me that these cops come into this establishment and they just start rounding up people. There was a couple that was sitting right there. This cop pulls out a bullwhip. This cop pulls out a bullwhip and just whacking people. smacking people. Yo, this guy hit this girl who was sitting over there, cracked her so hard, her dress. Oh! The girl starts screaming. Her man starts screaming. Other homeboy cracks the homeboy. And now he's like, shit, this girl's screaming, I work for the UN. And these cops were like, I don't care. There is a curfew. These guys barely made it out. Apparently they rounded them all up, took them to God knows where. Me, myself, I was safely at home. All that to say, when the police come a knocking, get going, okay? Especially around these parts, right? Third rule for life. Either you better have bribe money ready, or you better have know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, or, like I said, fat ass and a nice smile. Bullwhips, COVID, Kenya.